Hello, RoKStars. Ladus over here. How is everyone going? So today we got something special for you. We are spectating someone else's KvK through a Discord live stream. So what we're doing over here is observing a KvK King of the Nile KOTN KvK. Kingdom 2396 is involved, and on the voice we got Lion Panda from Kingdom 2396. Lion, have we got you live on stream, man?
Hey, Ladus. Hey, can you hear me?
I can. Guys, chat, just need a confirmation. Can you guys hear Lion clearly? Tien Viet, hey man, hey, how are you going? So guys, just need a confirmation that you can hear Lion Panda clearly. Can you? Yes, we got confirmation, man.
Yes.
Very
great.
nice. All right. So, Lion, thank you for coming in on today's stream, and actually not coming in, actually doing today's stream, because I'm not controlling anything. I'm just the pretty guy on the face, on the stream, on the webcam. But then you're playing through this new KvK, King of the Nile. I wish I could play this and I couldn't, which is why I'm quite eager to understand your take on it. So take us through it. Take us through the map maybe and your experience playing through this.
Sure, Ladus, sure. First of all, I have to agree. Your pretty face on the live cam, that's something new on your streams. And yeah, I felt really sorry when I saw that you got kicked out in 5.56 from this new KvK, because I know that you would like to see it. But yeah, let me be my your second camp in this case, and kind of show you how it looks so far, and share a bit of my opinion with this KvK. I might be biased because I really like Ark of Osiris, and this KvK is kind of adopting the same theme, but nevertheless. Let's see.
Yep. Cheers and Lambu. Thank you for your donation, man. Pluto Gaming, hey man, good to have you here. Sorry, Lan, go on.
Sure. So first of all, one of the things that's specific for this KvK format is that it has the same matchmaking system as we were used in the light versus darkness. So, you basically pick your own allies, and then Lilith would do the matchmaking for your team, basically, right? And as you can see here, in our KvK, we have 2 A kingdoms and 2 B kingdoms versus, of course, the same 2 A and 2 B kingdoms. Yeah? So A kingdoms
are the A's on the left-hand side, like alone? Are those the A kingdoms?
So A kingdoms are those who are alone, who are only in one starting zone. So basically this KvK has 2 camps, not like with other traditional KvKs where each starting zone is their own camp. Here is actually 2 camps only, and then you have these starting zones. So number 1 is the first kingdom here. Number 2 is those 2. Number 3 is here. So we are 4 in the bottom right corner, and so on. And that's one type. And then we can also check some other KvKs. So for example, this one, they have C and D kingdoms together matched. So each camp has 3 C and 3 D kingdoms. And they are put into the same starting zone, 1 C and 1 D kingdom. That's kind of how they structure it. So it's pretty interesting from that perspective. And as you can see here, we have our allies. Here, another A kingdom, 2064. Shout out to them. They really gave us a run for our money in the pre-KvK. Seems they are very active and very competent kingdom, so very looking forward to have them as our allies. And also 2165 and 2321, very active B kingdoms. So far, basically, we had 3 or 2 Ruins fights, I'm not sure, but we won all of them. So it's kind of one-sided so far, but we're kind of hoping for a good fight now with the past 6 open.
That
So
looks
back
alright.
to the map.
Yeah. Let's take us through the map.
Yeah, so map is, okay, first of all, as you can see here, the name is King of the Nile, and they really took it seriously with the desert
Yeah.
theme, right? So starting zone is like, okay, as we are used to, some green, some rivers and stuff.
Yeah.
But then when you progress down the map, it's just sand. It's just sand and just some rocks. It's so sad. It gets you depressing. I mean, seriously, it's like, like in Light versus Darkness, you had the day and night. It is just desert, so kind of okay. You need to drink a bit while playing.
I like the light and dark and what am I trying to say? Day and night, dark and light. Sorry, it's 3 a.m. my time, by the way, so I'm losing track of things. But yeah, it does look a little bit too Osiris League lookish, where I don't know whether the desert look is pleasant on the eye. But yeah, go on.
Yeah. So next, basically, what I want to show you here is, how the map looks like and how you progress throughout the map, right?
Yeah.
So this is the starting zone, and you have 4 bastions here, and like regular 4 camps and 1 Crusader fortress. So this is all normal, as we are used to. Then the first thing that happens is the past 4 openings.
Yeah.
And you get to this next zone, to which you only you have access, so there's no fighting here, but you get access to 2 additional bastions, and you get access also to your own, how they are called?
Sanctuary?
Herons,
Herons, yeah. So just confirming, after the first pass opens, which is pass 4, there's no fighting?
Yeah, no fighting, unfortunately, and that's the bad side, because there's no fighting. When you play Strike of the Eight or Heroic Anthem, you already fight after 1 week. Here is just farming.
And then the 1 week period, as in you still played a full 1 week, so it's not like pass 4 opened any earlier. Is that the case?
Yeah, exactly. So that's basically waiting period. Yeah.
Okay.
Then what you do is the pass 5 opening, and that's the access to these ruins basically, but now they are called Spring of Ra.
Yeah.
But it's the same as ruins. So you fight here, and basically, okay. So this pass 4 opens the same time as this one, so you have access to this zone, but enemy doesn't have access to it, right? So
man, I gotta ask a question. What's that little box next to the path? I mean, next to the ruins or spring? So that little box on the left. So see, so on the left, like now. So go further left. Yep, left to this. See how there's an enclosure further left. So see how there's there's a walled area. Is that something or?
There's nothing.
Oh, it's just for the beauty of it.
Exactly. Lilith had a bit of spare space, and they just left it there.
That's the naughty corner. So
naughty.
Yeah. All right.
We were thinking if you can double jump it. No,
can't. Okay. All right, man. Sorry. Go on.
So then there's this pass 6 opening, right? So we are in this moment now. So like in 15 minutes, we'll have this pass opening, and then we have the first serious fight, meaning that we can actually, burn some things, right? And the whole thing is that we get access to this zone.
Yep.
What you gain from this is... Sure, go ahead.
So, man, just wanted to ask, so pass 5 opened, and you just had ruins fight, not a full fight. So pass 6, so from the start of KvK, when is pass 6? So how long did you have to wait to get the first fight?
I don't know, it's like 2 weeks, I think.
2 weeks, okay, yeah.
We started the KvK the same as you did in 556, so it's the same.
Okay, yeah. So it does take a very long time to get your first proper fight with, 5-6 matches. Oh, speaking of 5-6 matches, is Crystal Tech the same?
I think it's the same. I'm pretty sure you can get to the 7 marches by this point if you're really buying everything. I I got the 6 marches. I'm not like really spending a lot.
Yeah,
This KvK, but you could get to the 6.
The tech
So,
looks the
yeah,
same,
it's the
so
same.
they didn't check the chat. Yeah. Okay, cool. Sounds good. All right, let's carry on with the map. Actually, viewers, just confirming, the pass 6 actually opens in about 15 minutes or so. So we are going to spectate the fighting as well. So we're taking the first, I guess, 20 minutes or so to learn about the map and the seasonal strategies and everything that comes with it. So, okay, sorry, Lion, go on.
All right. So the next thing, what we will do, I'm being consciously confident. We're gonna take this Heron from the enemy camp.
Yeah.
So we actually don't get the buff, but we will get 1 point, right? Because this is, you see, the structure. It's like the set structure, and we are a Camp Horus. So if we destroy this, the same as in Light versus Darkness, we will get 1 point. Because if you check here, we are basically competing in, scoring the points, right?
Okay. So, Madam, question already then. So, how come the enemy has it already? Does it mean you have one as well that your enemies can try to take off you?
Of course.
Okay. So, where is your one? So, this is enemies. So, pass 6 actually. So, pass 6 opens on 2 sides. On one side, you try to take enemies, and on the other side, enemy tries to take yours.
I mean, like, we will want to take this Heron, and they will try to get ours, which is here. And the pass is between.
But is that your starting zone? No, that's not your starting zone. No, that's like an extra.
That's my starting zone. So that's an extra zone, yeah.
So pass 4, and that's pass 4 as well. So on the same day, you get 2 pass 4 openings? Because this is pass 4, and there's another pass 4 here.
Yeah.
Okay. Correct. Okay, yep, makes sense. I mean, it doesn't make sense, but I understand what you're saying, as in, not that the map makes sense, but okay, go on.
Yeah, and there's another bastion here. Unfortunately, it's the same as ours, which we already have, so it's useless. I mean, I would really like Lilith to put another one here. So, but again, there is no supporting skills here, so it could be just for another quest.
Yeah.
Nothing else. All right, so let's move a bit faster.
Yeah.
So the next thing will be pass 7 opening. This will be in 3 days already, I believe. So there are 2 sanctuaries here. There is all damage buff and I think the health buff. And after this, again, this is the zone which only we have access to, right?
Oh, okay. So I was going to ask, so how many kingdoms has access? So it's just allies, so you're not going to be fighting here either?
No.
Okay.
No, not yet. So the next thing that we will do is we will have a pass 8 opening, which is then again the altar fight. So this is the same as altar, but they renamed it again with Font Opera, but it's the same as altar. And the only difference here is that we're not going to be fighting the same 2 big kingdoms as we are doing now, but we'll be fighting the A kingdom, which is on the other side. So that's kind of a twist, that for this you basically fight another starting zone kingdoms, so to speak. And after this will be pass 9 opening. So to be honest, this area is a bit weird to me because the only thing that you gain here is 1 more bastion, but nothing else so far. I mean, there's no holy sites here or something like this, it's just 1 bastion. And then it's the pass 10 where we go to the Kingsland, right? Or to the Great Ziggurat.
So you go through
after that.
So in terms of pass Ziggurat, then all of the kingdoms will have access to it, so no one can get kind of locked out, right?
Correct. No one can get locked out until this point.
Okay. Yeah.
Everyone will be here for sure. And then what happens is after fighting Kingsland, there will be simultaneously those 2 passes, 9 and 10, which are semi-locked until this time, and to this point will be unlocked completely. So we can invade the enemy zone from pass 10 and from pass 9. So then we can go to this zone, and then obviously also pass level 7 will semi-unlocked, But the bad thing is that passes 4 are never unlocked, so you can never invade the enemy starting zone.
So the city zeroing and taking all the resources, that
No,
can't happen in this KvK.
no,
All right.
no, that's Ladus approved work. That's shit.
All right. That is
So,
pretty
yeah.
bad, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really bad. But speaking of bad, let's go to something which is, I think, really good, and I really like it.
Yeah.
So let's close the map for a bit, and I'll show you something which is new to this KvK, and this is called seasonal strategies.
Mm-hmm.
So I really like this bit because it kind of brings a new dynamic, and it's a mechanism which is more or less free to play, so you don't have to pay for it. Everyone can do it based on their role in their kingdom. So
there's no bundles for this?
No, there's no bundles, and you can earn points by just being on the KvK. So there are 3 stages.
Mm-hmm.
There are 3 stages. Sorry, just a second.
Skinny 1556 still fighting. Hey man, well, there's no fight at the moment. I don't know how much fight there will be. Ace, what fighting? Ace, I think you're from 2396 because Lion Panda was saying there's going to be no fighting either. So Panda, you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Sorry, go on.
I hope Ace is wrong, but maybe we won't have any fight. Let's see. So you can obtain 12 points on the Chronicles. There are 3 points early on after you do this hand-in-hand quest. Then there is 5 more points just before you start the first ruin fights, and then just before this pass opening you get another 4 points. So there's 12 in total. And so then on Crusader,
as long as you're doing normal stuff, like as in nothing special, as long as you're doing normal stuff, you're going to get the coins to do the seasonal stuff. Is that what you're saying? Like you don't have to have a high amount of kill or something, like nothing unnatural.
Well, those 12 points everyone gets, right?
Okay, yeah.
And then there is 4 more points, which are, conditional, let's call it this way. So 1 point that you get in the achievement after you get this. So 20 million kills, maybe not for everyone, and also a bit of honor points.
Yep.
And the other one is after getting the sanctuary, so this will be possible after next pass opening, pass level 7, we will get another point. Then 2 more points were actually distributed 2 days ago when there was enemy elimination event, and for the top 50 in the whole KvK you got 2 points, and if you were between 50 and 100 you got 1 point.
So the points from enemy elimination, that's per kingdom?
No,
not
the
overall.
Overall.
Okay, yeah.
Overall.
Yeah.
So that's in bigger kingdoms that's a bit hard then to achieve, I guess.
Yeah.
And there's 1 more point which you get at the beginning, so that leads you to 17 points. And those seasonal strategies are really cool, like this one. You get 5% more damage, but you take 3% more damage. Okay, who cares? As long as you do more damage, that's fine, right?
Yeah.
And then it's this one, which gets you 5% more damage overall after you get some kill points. And what I really like with these seasonal strategies is that they are very well shown everywhere, how far you've brought them, basically, right? So it's very clear. For example, this skill refining process, it gets you crystals for collecting resources. You can see that, how many you've earned so far, right?
Yeah.
Or for example, this one, it gets you resources for fighting enemies. That's good. Why not?
Yeah.
So there is, some other really cool ones. And some are really, I would say, totally changes the shift the meta. Like for example, this one, 15% more counter damage for garrison and strongholds. You know, that's a really strong skill. Or for example, this one is really cool. So it takes down the health of the structure after you while you're doing the rally. Okay, so you know where you're doing the 1, 2, 3 hours rally, and then there's one burn, and they can just repair it again, and then again long rally, and so on. Well, this skill will actually take down the health of the structure while being rallied. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah. Man, one question I got to ask is, like when I looked at the seasonal strategy at first, I thought that people would go more along the same line, but in your case, it looks like you kind of broke it down into 3 different levels. Is that the meta, like as in going a little bit on all of them, or is that like mandatory where you can't really go far with
no, you can definitely go, you know, one line. I mean, that's my plan actually, to finish the support one and then go to Divine Blessing as well, and at some point I can also get one of these. But I'm kind of holding up a bit because I saw that maybe I need to do the teamwork, and you know, I just haven't spent the points yet. But
and the bottom line is the bottom line farming.
This one is battle skill, so troop skill damage. That's why I took this route, because I wanted this skill. And this last one, it costs 4 points, but it gives you 5 back. So it's kind of you know, makes things tricky.
No, I understand. So initially I was thinking the bottom line is going to be all farming, but as you just showed, it's not necessarily all farming. It is some fighting points there as well. Now, Lion, I got a question from the chat. This is probably for you, Jack the Ripper. Is there much opportunity to fight in this KvK, or is it mostly farming time in this KvK? What's your answer to that, man?
Up to now, it was mostly farming, I'm not gonna lie. Especially for us, because, you know, we didn't have the activity from the enemy camp as we were expecting. But I'm hoping more will come down in these zones, you know, but definitely it has a slower pace. So, you know, I would say, you know, Strife of the Eight, you know, has the most fighting by far. Then it's Heroic Anthem. Following this one is, you know, a bit better than Light versus Darkness, probably, but definitely not as much as in other KvKs.
Well, this is a new one, so there's still you guys are the pioneers, so there's a chance that they will, you know, with some feedback, improve parts of it maybe.
Correct. You know, one of the things that I think Lily just missed it, like you know, this enemy elimination event that gives you 2 points that I mentioned. So I would expect that this would happen during the past 6 opening, you know, but it happened only during 1 ruins. So you know, I think Lily just missed the Chronicles timeline so far, because also like they gave us 72 hours to take down 100 level 12 barbarian forts, which is always 48 hours in other KvKs. And for that reason, you know, everything just got delayed. So I think they have to fix the Chronicles, the timeline, you know, that we kind of start fighting earlier. All this prep until now is just too long. They would kind of have to shorten it down. That would be much better.
Yeah, that makes sense. One other question. Karuak, as in the Karuak version that gives you crystal, that's still there, right?
Yeah, that's there. You mean the ones that you... yeah, it's still there, but it gives you crystals over time. I'm not sure if this is the same in other KvKs.
Yeah, it is same. So now what they did is for every KvK, it gives you per hour rather than like in one go. It does give you a little bit in one go, but mostly per hour, I guess. Yeah. Like exactly like this.
And you have to click on it. That's annoying. Like, why, Lilith? Why?
It took me the first time when we were doing this, I didn't know where to actually find it. Like I went all around and I was like, where is my crystal? It says you get 4,500 per hour, but where? But yeah, it's kind of hidden. Jack the Ripper, Heroic Anthem is definitely better based on you know, fighting preferences and all that. That's what Lion Panda was saying, I guess. So in anything else that's unique about this KvK, man? So it looks like the map may require a little bit of rework to make it more fighting. The chronicles need to be a little bit more adjusted. Other than that, any other feedback? Oh, are you guys hitting the pass already?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Our guys are not waiting; they are eager to take it down.
Okay.
Swarming it.
Do you need to take part in the fighting? Like, as in, do you need to?
I guess. Is this laggy or not? Because on my PC it's a bit laggy. But I'm not sure how it's done on stream.
So,
but yeah, I'll definitely switch to my iPad now for fighting. So unless you can take over the stream.
yeah. What I can do is I can bring up the game myself, and then I'll go to that location. Let me just see whether I can do it whilst at least something is playing in the background, and then you can stop the stream when we get to the same screen. Shouldn't take too long. Alright, so I just opened the game and I'm going into your location. Special.
Pass is down, and we have it.
All right. So, okay. So I'm closing streaming your stream, and I'm opening up my one. Yep, it's on now. Let's see if I can see properly. Yeah, I think I can. All right. Do you want to stay on voice though, so that you can kind of take us through what's happening here?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So you are 2396. Are you by yourself, or have you got allies here as well?
No, we're a kingdom, so we're by ourselves.
You're by yourselves, and in terms of the enemies, there are two, right? There are two B kingdoms that you're fighting?
Correct. We have two B kingdoms, yeah. And, by power, they have more power than we do. More players. So it should be fun, but so far it didn't turn out this way. So I'm hoping it gets better now.
Yeah, we got 2091 and 1297. These are the two kingdoms, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Alright.
So we got a decent bit of fighting. So you know how you have been waiting for fighting for a while? Looks like you got some, at least. Some.
Yeah, looking forward to stretch my marches.
Someone's asking how strong Boudica or Nevsky. So if you're asking whether they're strong, then yes, both of them are strong. If you're asking which one should you max first, then I would probably say Nevsky first and then Boudica. Nevsky may be a little bit more powerful. What's your thought, Lion? Which one, if you had to pick one to max first, would you do Nevsky or Boudica?
Nevsky definitely, but I'm biased. I'm a cat player, but
okay.
I see much more utility for Nevsky.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just OP. I mean, Nevsky plus Joan is like the single strongest March right now in the game.
It's unnaturally strong.
Sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say Nevsky is still priority. And Boudica is really good. I mean, now I run Boudica YSG, and they do perfect. I mean, they do very well. But again, I'm not an Archer player, so I cannot really compare. But they kind of get along well with my other marches. So.
Yeah. Yes, Nevsky is strong, man. It's all right. You can translate and put it in here. So Nevsky is strong, yes. Maybe compared to Boudica a little bit stronger. So it looks like, Lan, it looks like you guys you guys pushed the enemy through already, man.
I was afraid of this, but maybe they just want to sit down a bit, and they will really protect their forts. Let's see.
So it looks like you guys are kind of going on both directions at the moment.
We see enemies, we kill enemies. We don't care.
See enemy, kill enemy. Yeah, that's a good strategy, especially when you're hungry for what, 2 weeks now. Actually, did you just burn the fort already on the right hand side?
I don't know, I'm on the left. Let me see.
I think you just burned the right hand side fort already.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
That fort is burning already. And then what about the fort on the right hand side?
We're definitely clearing the field for it. Let me check if there's a rally.
So you actually, I don't think you guys even rallied the right hand side fort. You guys just burned it, like as in swarm burn. Because I didn't see a rally going on the right hand side.
I don't know, I wasn't paying attention, to be honest.
Now, the left hand side looks more interesting because you got the king, you got the duke, so these guys may be trying to defend it properly. And that's kingdom 1297, yeah. So I kind of
we don't have a rally up yet.
Yeah, I don't see it really yet. You'd know, I guess, but yeah, we don't see it on screen. But in terms of the landscape, this doesn't look too bad. Like, it's a little bit of a variety on what we normally see on KvK, so this is not bad at all. But then, yeah, it's right. I mean, on the left-hand side, Ark of Osiris, the desert landscape, that's probably fine because you're just playing for an hour. But if you have to look at the screen for, like, you know, weeks and almost like a month, then that's probably not good. I do see an enemy rally from 97 coming towards the pass. Hope you guys have the pass garrison properly. Yep, you got a Zenobia in garrison, and it's an XY rally. The XY rally isn't really supported. It's a lonely XY rally, so that's even more chance for Lions team to get more kills, I guess, because you can just swarm down the rally, which is what you guys are doing.
Yeah, we have several players pretty savage. They will swarm down everything they see, I guess.
I see 3 Saladins actually swarming the rally. So what's your call on Saladin? Do you guys still rate Saladin pretty high? Like, does he make the cut for, you know, 2 or 3 cav matches?
Well, I use it as my 6th march now, so the third army, third cavalry. Yeah, I still use it, but yeah, his era kinda is going to an end, I would say, but he's still the best 5-5-5-1 commander, in my opinion, that I ever invested in. So,
well,
I was using him for 3 years.
Yeah, same here, man. But then his era may not really die because you may have, what's his name? What's it called? Museum buffs coming for him, right? So I think in January, Lilith said there's going to be museum buffs for Saladin and Alex. So he may be able to survive a little longer.
Yeah, maybe that's salvation for him. Yeah, but he's really good. I mean, the skill damage reduction and counter-attack reduction, it's even for today's standard, it's
pretty good.
Awesome skill.
Now, I can see a bit of a bowling going on here. So there's a pretty decent ball from 2396 on the right-hand side next to the fort, just a little bit below the fort. Now that fort is burning, so I'm not too sure what they're aiming for. What are you guys aiming for, man? You got a ball there. I know why you got the ball, because you just dropped a flag. So VG96 dropped a flag over there, but then I don't know whether the flag, like, how was it allowed?
I have no idea. I know how. There was a gap at the bottom.
Yeah, like, but as in, like, the enemy should have covered that already, right? Like, they had the chance to cover it.
Should.
Yeah.
They should.
Yep. So the fort being a little bit farther down, maybe, yeah, but the fort being a little bit farther down would have saved them from this situation, because now if you get a flag, you can burn a lot more. So that's why you guys had a ball to make sure the enemy can't kind of come through. Now 91 is coming out of cities. It's not that they're not fighting, but you know, a flag going just under the king's nose. So we got Shin JK from 91 NP. The flag is just going under the king's nose. Not a good sign for a 91. And now on the left hand side, I think you got a rally going on now. Like you guys launched a rally, right, on the left hand fort? No, it's someone scouting, I think. Yeah, actually, so it does look like you're taking the focus away, because I see all the marchers walking away from the 97 BD fort. Now, obviously, that makes sense as well, because you're just dropping a flag. You might as well get the flag up first, and then, you know, focus on the right hand side a little bit, and then kind of move on the left.
Yeah, I think
that's the plan.
Strategy here.
Now in this KvK, according to marker, okay. So in this KvK, that was one of the past 6s. I just want to take a look around and see how the fighting is going on the other past 6s. So there should be at least 2, right, of these past 6s or more.
2 more, yeah. So 3 in total.
3 in total. Where's the other ones? How come I can't find it? I can see a past 6 that no one has taken. No, it is the color didn't change. Sorry, it's not that no one has taken. The color didn't change. It's the coalition war. So we got a question from TS and Lambu for you, man. So after doing Nile, would you choose it again or go back to
TS and Lambo 1029 donated $5.
Obviously it's not to my decision. I'm not in leadership or anything, but I don't think we're going again.
So now, so Lambu, your answer, man. So Panda is never playing this KvK again. But then the next part of the question, so out of SO8 and HA, which one would you pick? Like if you could pick by yourself.
I like HA because of the support skills, and I like Strife of the 8 because of the fighting. So it's a tough decision, but I guess Strife of the 8. No fog, that's a strong argument.
Yeah, no fog is definitely good. A part of me still likes Heroic Anthem a little bit more, because I think because I'm playing in an Imperium KD, like if I'm playing in a Strife of 8, then the lag is so unreal that at least in Heroic Anthem, it's going to be less kingdoms. So just from a lag perspective, maybe I like Heroic Anthem a little bit more. Lambu, thank you again. Thank you for your support. Hope you liked your customized alert, Lambu. And that's a thank you for your support, I mean, throughout the months. Lion, on the left-hand side, man, so which is your allies, the top people or the bottom people?
Top, I think.
Top. So top is...
I'm not sure where are you looking.
So top is Kingdom 2064. Is 2064 ally or enemy?
Yeah. No, they are allies. They are allies.
Man, your allies are winning as well. Your allies have pushed through. Just like you guys, they have pushed through. But then, you know, they're still fighting on the field. They haven't started burning yet. And their enemies are a little bit smarter. So they didn't leave any gaps for flags, I guess. But then, you know, they have pushed in. Okay, so there's a bit of a fighting going on here. Now the thing is, as much as this, like based on everything that you said and based on what we can see on the screen, it doesn't feel like the best KvK that Lilith made, I guess. But then it's still pretty decent that they're coming up with, you know, new content, right? like new things for us to try out?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely great. After, especially for us, like older players, we've all played several iterations of KvKs, and it gets boring after time.
Yeah.
So I hope they will include these seasonal strategies into all KvKs. And there's also something which I didn't mention, is that there are different skills in different KvKs, so they will be alternating basically. So it's a bit more interesting, right?
Yeah, I guess. So we got Pluto Gaming saying this is still better than Desert Conquest. Now, I actually haven't played Desert Conquest either. Have you played that, Panda?
No, that's the only KvK I have not played. But I can always say that it's better than Mota. So
I think
I played that.
I think both of them I saw on other people's streams. I think I saw one on Chizgul's stream and one on, I forgot, Regutian's stream maybe. But either way, when I saw either one of them, I just didn't feel like I want to play that like at all, ever. Either one of them. Both of them looked pretty bad. And then I did play one of those newer KvKs myself, which is Heroic Anthem Power Up. And I can say that it's not fun at all either. As in, even though they're following the Heroic Anthem map, and I like the new thing that Lilith tried, as in the blockade system, and the sad thing is it may come into the other KvKs as well. I think that was the comment they had, but it felt pretty bad, because fighting wise, what kept happening is when your marches get to the enemy blockade, for like 1 or 2 seconds, every single march in that ball will trigger skills at the same time, and you'll get disconnected. So basically, you're sending troops, and you have no control, and you get disconnected, and when the screen comes back, your 7 marches has come back dead.
No, that's bad.
And then the other thing, I mean, the part that probably bothered me the most is there's nothing called rally or garrison. It's just open field, because the rally can't pass through. The rally can't pass through open field marches. Yeah, that was kind of bad. Now, in terms of the 2396 KvK, we can see that the flag is almost up, 4 minutes left. Well, actually not almost up, 4 minutes left. Now on the left hand side, guys are
rallying the fort.
Yeah, it looks like you're rallying the fort. It looks like there's a lot of field presence from your kingdom. So part of me thinks that you guys are lucky because you're getting an easy win, but then the other part kind of feels like, what's the point of a win if it wasn't any fun, right? Like it's a big waste of time and, you know, spending on crystal tech and whatever. We found a Lion Panda's march, by the way. That's the Nevsky he was talking about. So Lion Panda, 96 million power with 6.8 billion kills. So man, I think you and I got matching kill points. I think I'm on 6.8 as well, I think. Let me check. Am I 6.8? 6.8 as well. Exactly 6.8. So sadly for you, your number this KvK is not going up, I think, based on the amount of fighting that you have, right?
Ladus, are you up for a competition? Who ends up with more kills this KvK?
Actually, you know what? What I have, for a different reason, I can't get any kills either because I'm fighting 1v. So when you play 1v, you just don't get any kills. Like, seriously, you don't get any kills because they only fight when they have full numbers. So during their uptime, and that's the point where you can't challenge them at all. Like, you take your marches out, they all come back dead and that's it. But during their downtime, it's not like you have some of them fighting. During their downtime, all of them go home. So when you have the upper hand, which is very rare anyways against 1v, but when you do, you just don't get any kills. But then I think you win, man. Because as much as I think, you know, 1v is a good KvK, I don't think we get to finish it. I think we go to 2489.
You can
before.
observe the fort now. There's a rally going on.
Yep. So we got Henry and Gilgamesh. That's probably the best pair in terms of rallying a Zenobia, because the Gilgamesh would do the healing debuff situation, as in when Zenobia heals, Gilgamesh does that debuff against the heal. So that's pretty good. And I see a lot of marches from 96. The enemy does have 3 cities around, so they could technically be reinforcing through the cities. Let's see. Now this is the point, man. If we don't see your enemies garrisoning at all, then this is probably it. They did port down with a lot of cities, but like they have a lot of cities.
Yeah, they have, but our guys are already swarming. They are savage.
Yeah. And then
yeah. Yeah, that fort is going down. It's going down.
So the king here is pretty decent. He got 7.7, and yeah, but then he's not next to the fort, I guess. I don't know whether he had the ability to reinforce. Doesn't look like you got a lot of fighting, man.
Yeah.
So
maybe do you want to switch our accounts for a day or two?
My account is only farming. It's same as you at the moment, because we're past. So we lost zone 4, and then Heroic Anthem, the next zone, there's no fighting kind of, so we're kind of waiting. But then by the time next fighting starts, there's a good chance that I'll be in 2489. Like I'm still kind of waiting on confirmation who is going when. But yeah. So on the other pass 6, the top one, there is Kingdom 21. So I think that's 2321. And then is that your ally or enemy?
2321 is our ally, together with 21 and 65.
So they're winning as well, man. So 3 past 6, you guys are winning all 3.
Yeah.
So I don't know how how exciting your Kingsland is gonna be, man. So they're burning enemy forts as well. So that's 2 B kingdoms fighting against 1 A kingdom there, right?
Correct, yeah.
So the 2 B kingdoms are winning against your enemy A kingdom.
Yeah, I don't know how Lilith did the matchmaking. I'm not sure. But I guess it was based only on the power, not on the skills. I mean, by the power, they are stronger.
Yeah,
the enemy camp.
I mean, that's the
But
price.
Activity.
Yeah, I mean that's the price kingdoms pay for being overpowered, right? Like if they're not managing their weight properly, that's the price they pay.
Yeah, correct. Exactly. I mean, you can see that, you know, each of those 2 kingdoms that you're fighting against has some very active players, but it's just too little. So yeah, they cannot carry the weight of the whole kingdom.
And then the other
too
thing
much
is,
that way.
yeah, and the other thing is the pool was quite limited as well, maybe, because this is not open for everyone at the moment. So Lilith only maybe had like a few kingdoms they could choose from in terms of matchmaking. So in a way, what I'm trying to say is if they open it up for everyone, or when they open it up for everyone, maybe matchmaking can be a little bit better, maybe.
Yeah, I agree. It can be. I just hope they kind of fix this matchmaking algorithms, because I'm really suspecting this time it's exactly the same as it was for Light versus Darkness.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact that for that matchmaking, they were using only the power rating, nothing else.
Oh yeah, that's for sure, man. So Lilith, the only thing they take into account is the power, because there's nothing. I mean, Lilith measures. I mean, I can think of things they can measure, but then, yeah, their policy is just to go with power.
Yeah.
So, well, since this KvK is kind of a write-off for you, I guess, by write-off I mean like a win write-off, which is a good thing. So I think what we'll do is we'll get in touch with you during Kingsland again, and maybe we can try to cover Kingsland a little bit to see how, because the Kingsland map is very small here, like compared to other KvKs.
Yeah, it's very small. Kingsland is very small. I don't know how everyone will fit in there, but it's...
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be quite challenging. But it's going to be quite interesting, I guess, to see whether, you know, the flagging strategies or, you know, whatever kingdoms has to apply like different ways of fighting in Kingsland, maybe. Like how you guys flag, how you port cities and whatever, because you can't port too many cities here.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Kingsland is called Heliopolis. This KvK.
I don't know how they came up with these names.
Heliopolis, I think it was a city in Egypt, right? Maybe.
Yeah, Egypt. Or, yeah, maybe.
Yeah. The name sounds like Greek, but then I think somehow it was a city in Egypt. I'm not too sure, actually, to be honest. But anyways, well, we look forward to that day, I guess, Lion Panda, when you are fighting in Kingsland, and maybe we'll try to cover that on stream as well. But then, since there isn't a lot of fighting now and it's 4 a.m., I think I'm gonna, you know, call it a night and let it be. What's your thoughts, man?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And you gotta sleep. That's not good for your health, staying up so late.
Yeah. So thank you again, Lion Panda, for coming in. So guys, just like how we did it with Lion today, so if there's anything that any of you guys viewers are going through which is unique and special and worth sharing with the world, then definitely get in touch and we can try to do the same that we did today. So one of the main reasons we wanted to do this stream is to see whether if someone else playing Rise of Kingdoms streaming through Discord and me trying to stream off that Discord kind of works, and we kind of found out today that it does. Like technically it should, but I just wanted to see it for myself, so it was good to see. And Lion, thanks a lot again, man, for you know, today's support and you know, being a host of a stream for half an hour at least today, right?
Yeah, definitely. It was a pleasure, Ladus. And you know, like I'm a big fan of yours. I like your channel. I like your streams. I think you're very natural and, you know, kind of easy to correlate. And, you know, I think you have a kind of a similar play style in terms of spending the length of play and so on. So yeah, all the best to your channel in the future.
Thanks a lot, man, and I hope we can do it again together. Viewers, thanks a lot for being here today. Ploto Gaming, thanks, man. You're always here. And guys, if you didn't know Ploto, obviously you should get to know Ploto, so check out his channel as well. And TS and Lambu, thank you again for your support. And guys, please check out Lambu's channel as well. And I will by the way, Ploto is wishing you good luck, Lan. I don't think Ploto. I don't think Ploto. I don't think Lion needs good luck, man. Lion needs bad luck just so that he can have some fun.
I need skills.
Yeah, he needs skills. All right, guys. So bye for now, and I will see you all tomorrow.